Okay, folks, let's say I'm asked to solve, 2x is equal to 7x plus 15. So there are two different ways here that I can think of to tackle this problem. One way, is that if you're not a fan of negative numbers, follow this method I would advise or say. So one way is to subtract 2x on both sides. We get 2x minus 2x goes to 0 is equal to 7x minus 2x is 5x. Then we got the plus 15. I'm then going to subtract 15 on both sides. So minus 15 and then minus 15. 0 minus 15 makes minus 15 is equal to 5x or 5 lots of x. Then we're going to divide both sides of my equation by 5. Minus 15 divided by 5 is minus 3 is equal to 5x divided by 5 is just x or 1x. So we get minus 3 equals x, or better yet, write it as x equals minus 3. So that's actually one way. A second method here, which is a bit quicker, I would say, is to subtract 7x on both sides. So minus 7x on both sides. 2x minus 7x makes minus 5x, or negative 5x, or minus 5 lots of x, is equal to 15. Then I would divide both sides of my equation by minus 5, or negative 5, But be careful with your signage here on the right hand side. Obviously, this goes just x, or plus x, equals 15 divided by minus 5 is minus 3, or negative 3. Because a positive divided by a negative makes a negative as the sign. 15 divided by 5 is 3, so we get x equals minus 3 as our answer. So if you're comfortable here, we'll obviously work with negative numbers. The second method here, I'd say, is a much quicker method. But I think if you're trying to avoid dividing by a negative number for x, the first method here, I'd say, is probably a bit easier to follow, although there are still some negatives to obviously deal with. Give this minus 15, but I am chatting about the coefficient of x being positive rather than negative, as opposed to the actual numerical value, if that makes sense. So here we've got a positive 5x plus 5x, and that is how we solve an equation with unknowns on both sides.